Okay, guys. Ah! Hey, freaks. It's Q&A time. I only got a few questions from one of my mutuals. Hashtag love you. PSA to everybody else, all of my friends and family and supposed supporters. I'm gonna get little microphones. Watch out. Because you didn't want to give me some questions answered. I'm gonna get some little microphones. And you won't be able to escape it. Anyway, thank you to my one homie that gave me some questions. So we'll answer these. And everybody else, you've been warned. You're next. We'll get into it. First question. How silly are you? On a scale of 1 to goose, I'd say tree frog. Craziest thing I've witnessed? I haven't witnessed much crazy. Well, that's honestly a lie. I spent the past 3 years living in Daytona Beach. Go out in public is something. But I have experienced one of the craziest things I think I've experienced personally is if I had a quarter for every time somebody came up to me and said I looked like their deceased lover, I'd have 4 quarters. And part of me is like, that's sweet. And the other part of me is, what does that say about me? Random thing I think about daily, all of it, everything. My thoughts, your thoughts, all of our thoughts combined. Alongside with my daily thoughts of dragons and my hope that they'll be reborn again. I just hope that they don't work for the government. I hope that the government doesn't reform the dragons and then somehow trap them and use them for their own personal gain. I want dragons to be free and destroy villages and hoard gold and be left alone. I have that dream quite constantly. I also think about the amount of cannibals that we live amongst is kind of bizarre. And the fact that people don't think about it freaks me out. Yeah, it's scary. People eat people. That's weird. And but we can't deny that it's real, man. They've been doing it forever. There's entire villages that were presumably cannibals. Entire kingdoms that loved eating people. And then you get into higher ups and their weird stuff. But cannibals exist and they live amongst us. And it's more concerning to me that it concerns me that there are cannibals, but it's more concerning to me that people just don't want to admit it. They're nah, that's gross, that's weird. Yeah, it's gross and it's weird, but it's real. Anyway, what was that one? Something I've always wanted to do in life, but I lack the courage to try. Everything that I've always really wanted to do. Example A, I wanted to try and get big on TikTok. But I discussed it in my last post, where I'm not so concerned about like strangers on the internet being like, loser. I'm more concerned about the people that I love and care and hold dearly, being like, are you okay? Sorry, I'm expressing myself. Sorry. So, like, I've never done anything that I really ever truly wanted to do because my fear that people would be like, this isn't you. Yes, it is! Anyway, least favorite thing about life, our lack of kindness. We love nice, but we don't like kind. And that's, kindness is actual, genuine care in my eyes, and niceness is just like, I hate that bitch, but I'll be nice to her face. As to, like, not start drama. But, like, why are we around each other if we don't like each other? Why aren't we just kind to be kind? Why do we have to gossip to keep a conversation going? And why am I weird because I want to spend an hour longer in the park staring at the moss? Walking off the path. Weird. But we could talk shit about Tracy, Stacy, and Macy. We'll never talk shit about Macy. Macy's cool. Tough and rough, love her. But Tracy and Stacy, losers, ugly, stupid. What? What is it? I may be cringe, but you're mean. And that's worse. Least favorite thing in the world is meanness. And the fact that our reality has become so superficial that, like, if you question it, you're weird. They're like, this is normal. It's normal to be mean and evil and awful. No, what's normal is foraging in the woods for berries. That's normal. What you're doing is weird, bro. But what do I know? Favorite YouTubers? I don't really have. I like to watch debate videos and I like psychology videos. One of the most recent videos that I watched was like the feminists versus anti-feminists. Queen, you're anti-feminist? Get off. Get off the screen. Stop speaking. Go serve your man. Hit some opioids. Give your child to the nanny. Like, you want original? You want old school? Get a lobotomy. Anyway. Last show movie that I watched, it was Lord of the Rings. Again. But for newer, it was Devil in Ohio, and then Sirens. They were both limited 8-episode shows on Netflix. And I love those kinds of shows. 8 episodes, draw me in, kill me. They're really good. Two different concepts. Very two words. Speak good. Very good. Highly recommend. Favorite food? Mac and cheese, hot dog, pizza, taco, buffalo chicken. All of that. I don't really eat much else. I'm kind of a picky eater. Me too, Queen. Favorite hobbies. Making people uncomfortable. I like to paint. Some... In case you didn't see it, let me flex real quick. Newest painting. Finally finished after, like, way too long. Painting. Climbing trees, touching moss. The weirdest thing I like to do is probably talk to myself. But also, I like to collect and make things that make people uncomfortable. This is Fredrickson, and I love him so much, and I made him when I was 17, and he's lost all of his teeth. Really enjoy finding bones. These two, my mother actually found for me because she loves me. But I just like bones. And I think that is what most people would classify as the weirdest thing about me. I think I can understand it. But I like death. I think that is one of the weirdest things about me, is I really actually love death. I can't wait for the day I meet him. Like, not anytime soon, hopefully. But I just want to have a nice little conversation. And I really like talking about death. How am I doing this year? I'm feeling okay. I'm actually feeling quite phenomenal. As of today, I can't really speak for the whole year because, you know, it's been as per usual. But I think my New Year's resolution that the universe picked out for me, because I burnt all my little pieces of paper and then I was left with one, and then the one said, get crazier. And I was like, no, yeah, you're right. And I don't really feel like I've really done anything to become crazier, but I am releasing the beast a lot more than I have in previous years. In previous years. Love my pronunciation. Yeah, I think I feel like more myself, and I'm less scared of people perceiving me as weird, because news flash, it's way worse than anybody has suspected. She talks to herself late at night when nobody's around for hours. Y'all don't know what we're thinking up here. You think you know. You know nothing. Anyway, last question my dear friend has questioned me with was, if you had to screw Freddy Fazbear or Springtrap, who would it be? And I can't give you an answer. Because Freddy's in the files, man. And Springtrap, if you would choose Springtrap, please explain. Because I just don't see it. To me, please, 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 please. This is a tough, this is a hard question. Because all I could think about is they're haunted by children. So, I'm trying to, separate the, animatronic from, the child trapped inside. But my brain's just if you answer this question, they're gonna get you. Anyway, that's all of the questions from the one person that asked me questions. And I'm going to give you some unsolicited answers from questions inside my brain. My favorite color is all of them. If I were to be an animal, and it wasn't my choice and it was my spirit animal, and I think in a past life I was a frog. So I don't really think I have much say in the animal that I am. I really would want to be like a hyena or an osprey. But I just think I'm a frog, man. But that's all, folks. So have a beautiful day, beautiful evening, beautiful night, beautiful week, and have sweet dreams. Sleep tight. Dream of bed bugs tonight. Bye. This isn't. Ah!
Oh, we're vlogging.
We're vlogging. Bro, that's literally beautiful as hell. You know what's also beautiful? This hot dog.